Welcome to this dramatic therapy monologue. Listen to this meditation with an open mind and heart. In between each part, focus on your breath. Start now by inhaling deeply through your nose and slowly exhaling through your mouth. Then gently turn your attention to the natural rhythms of your breath. When I was 9 years old, I stared out of my bedroom window and counted cars passing in the rain. I remember thinking, maybe if I count enough, I will feel better. But I never did. Each morning bled into another gray morning with only numbers in my pockets and a kind of emptiness in my chest. My parents loved me, I suppose, in their own quiet, distracted way. But no matter how many after-school snacks or awkward hugs, I could not seem to feel real joy. It started early for me, this feeling that happiness was a crumb I needed to clutch, protect, guard against the world. As a teenager, I became obsessed with the idea that if I could just organize everything in my own life, my calendar, my homework, my friendships, I would finally feel happy. The world felt chaotic and loud, so I told myself that protecting my own space, my own freedom, was the only path to satisfaction. Each morning, before I even left my bed, I whispered silently, "What do I want today? What will make me feel good?" This became my mantra, and time after time, it failed me. Stop here. Notice your breath again. Follow it all the way in and all the way out. Allow your thoughts to rest for a moment. In my 20s, I started keeping a happiness diary. I logged every smile, every bit of me time, every avoided social call, each moment when I could curl up alone and watch the movies I liked, eat the food I liked, play the music I liked. I believed fiercely that this dedication to my own happiness would eventually lead to something golden and permanent. Instead, I became more and more restless, lonely, if I am being honest. But even then, I did not understand why I felt so empty. Here is my confession. I began declining invitations, not because I was busy, but because what if, when the day arrived, I did not feel like going or wanted to do something else for myself? I guarded my time, dreamt of freedom, and felt secretly relieved when plans were canceled. I believed that my life would be better if I could just keep my hours to myself. But in doing so, each day lost its color. Each experience, even those I had planned for my own happiness, tasted flat and gray. Breathe in, hold it, breathe out. Let your shoulders drop with the next exhale. Let your chest soften. Then one night, it fell apart. My oldest friend, someone I had known since the car counting days, called me in tears, and I looked at my phone and waited for her to stop calling. I told myself, "You deserve your own time. You need to rest." But as the screen lit up in the darkness, something inside me twisted. I felt every selfish plan, every escaped obligation gather in my gut like poison. I started crying, but I did not answer the phone. I sat alone in my fortress of solitude and knew, truly knew, that I was utterly, blindingly miserable. I saw then, finally, the honest and brutal truth. The more I strategized to optimize my own happiness, the less my life made sense. The more fiercely I hugged time to myself, the more time mocked me with boredom and emptiness. This spiral, this vicious whispering, had brought me right to the edge of something cold and endless. And worst of all, I could not even explain to anyone why I was hurting. I was lost in a labyrinth of my own making. Pause here. Breathe in as if gathering all the sorrows of your past. Breathe out as if releasing them into the air. One day, after I had missed too many birthdays and canceled too many lunches, I found myself alone in a cafe on a Thursday afternoon. Across from me sat a woman with a little child, their laughter bubbling and bouncing. Suddenly, I remembered, just once, many years ago, I had made my friend laugh so hard she spilled juice everywhere. Everyone in the cafe smiled, and for a moment, I had felt a happiness so pure I had forgotten all about myself. That memory hit me like a thunderclap. It was not my schedule that had made me happy. It was giving another person something real, a little joy. That night, I called my old friend. I apologized without excuses. She forgave me, just like that. When I asked her about her darkest day and listened, something old and frozen inside me began to break up and melt. In that moment, as I focused on what she needed, I glimpsed what had been missing all these years. I realized there is only one true question. What can I do, right now, later today, tomorrow, to brighten someone else's life? That was the key, the only way to step out of my own prison. Inhale a little deeper. Exhale with new hope. Let the air feel softer, lighter. Now, each morning, before my feet even touch the floor, I ask myself a new question. Who can I help today? What small gesture can I offer? What word? What gift? What smile? My life has changed so completely I almost do not recognize my own story. Moments come when I want to retreat and hoard my time, but now I know that is the path to sorrow. The only path to happiness is to give it away. The more I forget myself, the more I give, the more I find that secret burning core of happiness that every child, every grown-up, is actually searching for. Now, when I make plans, I ask, what would be most helpful to them? Now, I am free. So if you feel alone, unhappy, unsatisfied, stop guarding your time like a miser hoards coins. Stop plotting your own comfort. Break the spiral. Ask again and again, what can I do now or plan for later to make someone else's life a little better? That is the truest way home. Breathe in one last time, feeling warmth spread through your chest. Exhale slowly, and when you open your eyes, carry with you the simple truth. Your happiness waits in the happiness of others. Nothing else is real. Nothing else will ever be enough. Thank you for listening.